Third and long for him here. Good. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Go. On first down, they'll run. And they're all the way across midfield before you... The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, no hesitation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one is... They'll begin 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry has the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry has the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Myers. Good on the extra point. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
21-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
This has been a really nice answer so far to this game. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response?
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Marshawn Lynch. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the biometric. Granted by the Lux Messer up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep. People diabetic.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he's got it at the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Try again. It's second and 10.
42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Ready.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. They'll try to set up the screen here. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10
So a
at the
big
25-yard
third
line.
down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
At the 16-yard line, a gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard.
Let go.
Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Okay, ready?
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll take this one in. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 35 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Baltimore.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That is caught. What a throw. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Ravens.
On for the extra point.
Nevis good on the extra point. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll start at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
The drive will start on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Rolling right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
this ball down to the 20-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal. Tackle made at the 10-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
34. Touchdown.
The kicking team off for the extra point.
Beavis on for the extra point.
He's got
The
it.
kick is
And
good.
the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready? Track and 60. Step. Hut, hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19, 18.
He's going to try it here again. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 23 yards.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down.
Contact
1st and
up
10
front.
at the 42-yard
Can they get one of the
line.
defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Start. 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Myers now to add the PAT. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced to his right. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. That is hard. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw here down the field. will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. She's passed. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle when the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Ready. 19 right. 60 Vikings. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will open up a 6-point lead. Take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll let one go down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. He'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Marshawn Lynch. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Ravens have taken the lead by a point here in the third. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain
A
of 31
big play
yards.
and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson.
22 yards.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
First down.
22 yards, the pickup there.
30-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Vikings. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. There's no complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. Contrary to what all the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go now. Warriors 17.
Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in He's going to have a Ravens first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught, and he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think if you fail on that fourth down, you give the ball to your opponent, all they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. This coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the fourth quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game.
They'll stick to the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Drop 60, drop 60. Get up. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll drop to throw. This one on target for Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Brings up second and 4.
Now, second and 4. They'll run here. Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
7-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Now, second and goal.
Seven Pirates. Come 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. Cowboy.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And goal.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers.
For the field goal.
This to win the game. His kick is good. And this very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's first.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these 2 teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Enough build up, the ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Jukes away from one. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Setting him on the dive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
From the gun on third down. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
70 Lions. 18, 5, 79 Broncos. Panther 11.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Goes to the hurry up here.
13 yards on the play.
18 Cardinals.
That's another.
Mustang
Giants
19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
First and 10 at the
Back to
25-yard
60.
line.
18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing it again here. Cut out left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They'll try and punch it in. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Ready, ready.
They go to him again. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
They're headed up the middle. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. He gets a look up the middle. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down through the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Let's go now. Ready.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This is close, but he is not in the end zone. Blocked by less than a yard. They avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end.
Warrior 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap, check, trap, check. Go.
Working from his end zone. Finds his back complete. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever miss an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's the snap on 4th. He connects downfield. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
And the Vikings
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that
26-yard
defense
line.
on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Check that.
Hand off to the back. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it.
Bronco 80.
Another carry for him. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll work against the blitz. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted! And the Vikings take over just shy of the 40. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Go!
On first down, they'll run. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
They go play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going all the way to the end zone here. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down. Now, they didn't bite on the play action, Brock, and for all the times that we've seen that exact concept beat defenses, these guys were not fooled.
You know what that was collectively, defensively? It was great processing. We talk about quarterbacks being great processors. That group defensively just got it done.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
19, 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 68.
They're throwing it. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
Looking in the air here. Finding Johnson once more. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Get it. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Get up.
From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Ready,
Gets it hit it right. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Third and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel.
Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Viking 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Buffalo 18.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and then get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Point after up and good for Myers. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. It's the hard squib kick. It's all down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready up.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 19. No. Chap alert. Chap alert. Unlock line. Unlock line. Let go.
Now give left side. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Hop 70. Hop. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
What a great sign to start the second half of this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Nice. Let's go now. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end in play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants have it and will take over at the 17-yard line. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Pete, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Thrown back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's going to be a pickup of about 2, and that leaves him with 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
19 target.
3rd and long for him here. Good. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Vikings bring this back inside the 10-yard line before going down.